What is the weird flex you are proud of? I can mimic the sounds of birds, get all the birds in the area to start singing, and even get them to seek out the big bird. It's kinda funny to have them completely change their song when they realize I am not a bird, almost screeching at me sometimes, especially catbirds. Edit: I really need to do a video, hopefully will be nice day soon and before Reddit explodes itself. After 30 years of being a couch potato, I started running in my 50s. 11 months later did a half marathon in a decent time for someone half my age. I once won gold at the Games Workshop Golden Demon painting competition, in the 90s. Quit straight away and never entered again. Go out on top. Edit: since people have been asking, my class was working on a short film together with professionals, and I was an editor. I got to work with the original editor of Lego Ninjago Season 1-3 on my class short film. I'm cured, not just remission, of what could be considered the most aggressive type cancer known to man. Most aggressive is not to be confused with most deadly. Either way, I'm still alive, bitches. I can turn my arm all the way around 360 degrees and I make some of best shrimp and grits you'll ever have. I'm a legally blind person, so I have residual vision. I can still walk around my apartment and find my stuff when there's a power outage using muscle memory. Edit: had no idea it would blow up like this. I love the curious ones. While drinking a glass of whiskey and smoking a cigarette, I accidentally dropped my phone and somehow caught it on the tip of my foot. No one was there to see it happen. I'm proud as hell of that 1 in a million catch. I designed a little puzzle and had it 3D printed. From my brain to a thing I can hold in my hand in a couple of weeks. A neat we live in the future moment. I have been 3 months alcohol free. Not much, but I'm proud of it. Edit: wow, I woke up to 28 notifications and nearly 1,000 upvotes. That's crazy, thanks so much everyone. I don't think I've ever had such a huge smile on my face having just woken up as I did reading all your replies. I love you all, heart. I have been completely sober for 7 years after almost 15 years straight of complete binging heroin, opiates, and alcohol. Won $500 on a game of 9-ball on the break when I was in the army back in the 90s. It was 100 pure bullshit, but I acted like it was intentional. Never played a game while in the army again and had a major rep for being a billiards badass. I have always wanted to be a biologist ever since I remembered. All my friends wanted to be footballers, astronauts, or YouTubers, and eventually had to give up, change their streams to something more realistic. I have only one exam left to get my bachelor's degree in biology this month, and I will start a master's degree in biotech in September. Despite my parents not believing that I'd finished high school, I graduated high school, got my associates at my local community college, and am currently pursuing my bachelor's degree. I'm a first-gen Latina in a male-dominated field, but I got here without my parents' help and without them believing in me. I did it for me, and I'm proud of me. Iranian American woman working a blue-collar manual labor job making multiple 6 figures with just an associate's degree. I figure I'm in some sort of one demographic, probably. I was rank 1 in the world in a meme game where you would buy stocks and Reddit posts. If they got traction, the value would go up and down, votes go down. The fact I was won with such a big margin that the devs of the game asked me how I did it. Later became the Discord mod and got many ideas of mine implemented. I feel like I am the world's foremost authority on determining exact shades of color because I took the Japanese Pro color sorting test and scored perfectly. Highest naked guy on British soil at one point. Got naked top of Ben Neven for all of 30 seconds till the cold retracted everything into my stomach. I am, faster than I had feared, recovering from a long, abusive and emotionally toxic relationship. Just being able to enjoy time alone is something I'm really proud of. I survived 2 suicide attempts and a cocaine overdose. I'm clean after 8 years and have no intention of suicide. I've also learned to feel and understand my emotions, which is a huge deal to me as I can now participate in everyday life. Never broken a bone, never been stung by a bee, never been drunk or high, haven't vomited in 28 years. I saved about 7 lives. 5 as a firefighter and 2 friends who want to kill them due to depressions and bad life choices. I can estimate within about a 20-mile radius where you're from in Ireland based on your accent and can even hear mixed accents of immigrants. I once asked a guy I had been randomly talking to for 5 minutes if he grew up in Tralee and spent 20-ish years in the Watford Hemel Hempstead area in England. He was shocked because that's exactly what his accent was. I replied to an Ask Reddit post a few years ago and my reply spawned its own subreddit. It's super small and inactive now, but I still think it's neat. I'm 46 after being diagnosed with lupus at 17. I take chemo every week and somehow still mostly enjoy being alive. I once ate a 1-pound burger, a large fry, and a shake in less than 40 minutes. I got a cool shirt and some worried looks for my troubles. I have always tried to gain weight and last year was the first year when I really gained weight. That 6 kilograms. Never really told anyone, but I'm really proud of myself. I'm a fat woman who is ridiculously stretchy. All sorts of splits, backbends, kicks. If it weren't for my tummy, I could put my forehead on my knees. 2 months clean of marijuana. Doesn't feel like flex though, been addicted for years. Edit. Thanks you all for the support. That I know how to use your and in a better than most TikTok users whose main language are English while mine is Lamau. When I was like 16 or so, I played an online game called Star Trek Armada. There were only a few thousand total players, but I was a top player in the world. Of an insignificant game, lol, I was the first person ever in my family to earn a bachelor's degree. Then I got my master's and took pictures. At 67 years old, I can do 3x5 sets X reps of dragon flags. If you need to know what that is, here's a video. After a traumatic brain injury in 2012 that should have absolutely killed me, I have been able to rebuild my cognitive ability to a point that my IQ tests in the 120s. Edit. Added the year. I have a low refractory period. Can basically start having sex again about 1 or 2 minutes after having an orgasm. Combined with a high libido and a big dick, and my GF is a happy camper. I look like I am 28-30-ish. So it feels like flex when I say I am 38 and get response like really? Stop kidding, etc. I've built up the cafe menu on 2 islands where I live. If you out for a fika in Stockholm Skager, then odds are you have eaten something I've made or inspired, because most cafes started having similar stuff because I make some damn good biscuit. Kinda proud. I've also baked for celebs, but that is kinda blah in comparison. I have depression and I managed to take a good shower today. That's it, that's all. Just getting by lately.